Hey everyone, welcome back to Codes of and channel. So from today onwards, we are going to build Netflix clone app. So this series will be more focused on UI only, like how to build. These are the things we are going to learn. So like how to build a responsive UI, and we are going to integrate APIs as well. There is a TDMB, like it's a movies API. So I'll show you that also, like how to generate an API and how to integrate in React Native particularly. And in Netflix, in as usual Netflix tab, we are going to implement a video player as well, like how to implement a video player. And yeah, these are the things we are going to more work on. And this, as usual, this video will be in both two languages, English and Telugu, so that everyone can able to understand. And those who haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe for more videos on React Native. And yeah, that's it. Without wasting time, let's start the video. First thing, what I'm going to do, let me create a project I haven't created yet. So desktop project. So usually this is my project. So simply CMD. So if you are asking like how to create, show me from scratch. So this is why I'm showing this also. So basically this is the command, I guess. One more thing, this project I'm going to work on React Native CLI only, as you guys demanded more, like work on React Native CLI. So that's why. So this is the command line npx React Native. At the rate, you can remove that also in it. And my project name is Netflix clone. I'm going to naming it as and hit enter. So it will take some time. If you see, my project successfully created. So now let's open this in VS Code. Let me close this. If you see, let me close this as well. Okay, Netflix clone. Okay, this is the path, right, which I have created some projects, right? So let me close this and open VS Code. So let's open the folder. My project is like even desktop and Netflix clone. This is my project basically. Well, before jumping into directly into coding, what we are going to do, so those who are beginners, like those who don't know like a React Native project, I'll just give you a simple short guide of it so that they also can able to understand easily. Like, okay, let me make it a full screen. See, these are the things at initially React Native CLI gives. Okay, if node modules one, in node modules, what are the dependencies? These things, everything will be stored into this. You can ignore this, but make sure it has to be in your project, otherwise it won't run. Okay. We are nothing to do with this file folder. Okay, node modules, I'm just telling it's an important. Why? Because what are package.json, what are the dependencies we are going to use in our project, this all dependencies will stored in the node modules only. Okay. And package.json is really what are the dependencies, like libraries we install, you can able to see here. And these are the things basically to run this stuff and all. Even you're not going to do any changes with this also, but it's a mandatory file, it has to be otherwise it won't run. Okay. And metro config, these are not needed right now. And app.tss, basically it is the starting point where you see it's hitting this app, right? If I click on this control, if you want to directly jump into this file, simply press control and click on this through mouse. You can directly able to see app.tss. So it is the starting point of this code our. Okay. Index.js, this is our entry point. From this only we have first directly start with this UI. Okay. So right now you are able to seeing this much of code, right? So what exactly it is, everything. So what I'm going to do, let me remove this everything. Control plus A and delete. RN FES, I'm using snippet. So this is the initial code. Okay. So those who are familiar with React, basically consider like a view as an div, and text is like an text tag where you guys use h1 h2, right? In the same way here in React Native we use the text tag. Okay, and CSS, what are the stylings we can write from here as well, from this, or else we can simply write inline as well. It's your preference, but preferred one is outline, this one only. Okay, style sheet dot create inside only, it's better to write, it's a good practice. Okay, so by default React Native gives a TypeScript code. Let me change this to JavaScript, hit enter, that's it. Okay, nothing we did, right? Okay, there are few packages we need to, you know, so before starting the emulator and all, let's install packages first. Let me close this. So this is the API which we are going to generate API. So this platform will give the all movie details, basically whatever the movie details, the history, everything. Okay, and basically this is the API things. I'll tell you guys right now, it's not needed, just ignore. So first, as usual, React navigation. Basically, what is React navigation? So those who are familiar with React, basically you guys use the React routes, right? So same way in React Native we use React navigation to move from one screen to other screen. So it's the first one. Let me close this and click on read docs. So to move from one screen to one screen, we use the navigators. There are hold on, let me show you. These are the navigations React navigation was providing. Stack navigator, basically to move from one screen to one screen, and drawer navigation. So there is a hamburger menu, right? In every app you can able to see that. And bottom tabs and bottom material. Top tabs means in WhatsApp you see, right? Status, charts, these things and all. It's build this only. Okay, so first thing, let's install this package first. Later we'll jump into bottom tabs as well. So first, to move from one screen to one screen, let's install packages. So basically this is the first command. Copy this and open terminal. So if it's if you guys are not able to see any terminal, simply click on second icon right side. It will open a terminal, and here you can able to see a lot of things, output, terminal and all. Simply paste it and hit enter. And those who are using Expo project, right now I'm using React Native CLI. So those who are using Expo, you can able to simply copy this and hit enter, same. Okay, and this is also we need. Basically simply copy this, paste it and hit enter. As I said, right, so whatever that libraries we use, we install, you can able to see through here. See, right now we have installed this was the line, right? React navigation native, you can able to see from here. React navigation native, React Native safe area context. If you see safe area context here, so whatever the dependencies we use, you can able to see here. And package log JSON, it's automatically generated file. So make sure it has to be there and don't do anything here. Okay, so let's scroll down below, and yeah, this line we have already installed. And those who are using Mac, just run this command. Okay, right now I'm using Windows. Now simply click on hello React navigation and simply install this line. Those who are using Expo or React Native CLI, for both of us this command line is same only. Okay, paste it and hit enter. So yeah, this is the boiler code. Don't close this tab. Let's open one more tab before pasting code everything. So npm Axios, basically why we need Axios means to hit any API we need Axios. Okay, you can do it through fetch method also, but preferred one is Axios. Okay, simply paste it and hit enter. So to increase responsiveness, there is a package called responsive dimensions React Native. Simply install this package. It's a quite easy for beginners, and it's a good, actually it works absolutely fine. Simply copy this, paste it and hit enter. And what else? Exhaust we have installed, responsive dimensions also we have installed, and linear gradient, it's a package. Those who are using Expo, you have to install this second line, okay, second command. Usage will be same only, but command lines will be different. Those who are using Expo, you have to install this line. Right now I'm using CLI, right, React Native, so I have to install this line. Hit enter, and so we need a React Native video player also, right? React Native video, basically this is the package we are going to take help of. One thing I just want to tell, so this is the recent one, like 0 point something, so this version is the recent one, which is having some few issues, like for Android users it's not able to showing the full screen, we have to build everything, so that's why there is a, in this project, like in this package only, there is a better one, like a 5 point something alpha version. Let's check, is it so React Native video alpha package, there is a let me check. Okay, we can go with this. Yeah, React Native 6.00 alpha 1. If it's not working, we can simply change to other version. Okay, simply hit enter. And one more package we need, as well, like we need a vector icons in our app, right? So React Native, search for React Native vector icons, basically. So those who are using Expo, you don't need to install anything, you can simply search for Expo icons, you can directly go and use it, it's a best thing it has. So React Native vector icons, basically, so simply copy this, hit enter. So with vector icons, basically those who are commenting me like vector icons are not showing, so we need to do few setup. So right now I don't have iOS, so that's why I'm going with a Android setup. If you scroll down, see, for iOS, they in document only they clearly mention what are the things we have to do. So for iOS, you have to follow this setup. For me right now I'm using Android setup, right? So that's fine. So open app, and in Android folder, app level build.gradle, open that. So let me open this. Okay, let me make it full screen and let me close this, close all. So in Android level, okay, we have open Android folder. So what next? Let's see the path. Okay, let me drag this up. In Android app level, okay, we have opened app level as well. What next? In app level build.gradle. So let's see if there are any build.gradle. If you see, this is the build.gradle. Now you are confusing, right? There are two build.gradle. Why it is? So this is the build.gradle app level and this is the build.gradle project level. If you see, both file names are same only, but coding different. Okay, this is for app level build.gradle and this is for project level. Okay, don't get confused. So from inside app, there is a build.gradle. This is the one. We have to paste this code. Okay, simply copy this whole thing and paste it here. Okay, if you see, there are two names, basically material icons, evil icons. Why these two names means, let me show you that as well. So yeah, that's it. There is nothing much integration things we needed. And don't close this build.gradle. We want to add few other names also. I'll show you. React Native icons, simply search for that only, and this is the, icons, we can use it. But if you see, there is a heading, right? And design. This is if you want to use and design icon mean, make sure that particular name of that icon folder okay, this list name has to be here, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so these are the issues you guys are facing. Make sure whatever the icons you have to use, make sure that particular name has to be in build.gradle. That's it. If you want to use n type of icons, yeah, that name has to be in build.gradle. Okay, so what I'm going to do, simply copy this name, make sure the name has to be same. Okay, otherwise it won't work. Simply copy this name, open VS Code, comma, string, it's a string, right? Paste it and dot ttf. And same way I'm going to add a few more icons as well, names. And design I have added successfully. Let's add n-typo as well. Copy that. And there is a, okay, we can take help of evil icons, I guess. It's already present in this. Okay, evil icons is already present in that. Feather as well, Control C, copy that. And ionic icons, it's I'm searching for ionic icons. There is a, okay, we'll do one thing, Control plus F, ionic, search for what I did is like simply Control plus F and just type ionic. Okay, you can simply navigate to this thing, Control plus C. Okay, these are the three things I want. I'm going to paste it here, same comma, and I'm using clipboard. Okay, ionic.ttf, and same way feather.ttf, and typo.ttf. Okay, if you want a few other also, you can add it. It's not an issue later also, but right now these are the materialic icons which I have added, icons name particularly, so that we can access it. Yeah, that's it, I guess. Most and close the Android folder. That's it. And what else we need? Linear gradient we have installed. Okay, let's check the package.json. Navigation stack, Axios, linear gradient, responsive, screen, spectral icons, video. Okay, these are the things. If you want other also, we can install it later. So before jumping into coding, let's create a folder structure. I'll going to name it as src only. Inside src only, I'm going to, whatever the whole code will be in src only. Okay, so inside src, I'm going to create a folder called component, and one more folder called screens, basically. And one more folder called assets. So whatever my images fonts will be in this only. And after assets, what else? Screens component, utils, like whatever the data, raw data, if you want to store anything, we can store from here. Components, these things, and there's a one more folder called navigation, or instead of, I can say routes, I guess. Yeah, routes will be fine. And I'll create a one more folder called network. What does inside network, I'm going to store my whole APIs code, or I'll say I'll name it as API only, APIs. It will be fine. So yeah, we have created successfully folder structure. So inside folder structure, in routes, basically, I'm going to create a stack file, or I'll say app navigator, basically, .js and rnfes. I'm using a snippet code. In fact, I don't want styles in this because it's a navigator, right? So yeah, first work on, let's add the boiler code of the navigation. Okay, later we'll directly jump into UI and build the UI. So app navigator, so let's go to app.js, and let me drag this up in src folder only. Don't ask me again, and move. what I did, I just simply added app.js file, dragged and moved into src. That's it. Apart from the nothing else. If you see right now, it's the same only. So basically, as I told, right, starting only, like app.js is our starting entry point of our code. So what I'm going to do, simply go to React navigation. As I said, right, don't close this. So hello React navigation. If you see, if you have confused or closed by mistakenly, simply open that, and second one is the code. Okay. So simply copy these two lines, not this. This one, navigation container, simply copy this, and inside app.js paste it here, and simply inside return navigation container, simply copy this whole thing, paste it here, and let's remove this stack navigator code. We don't want. We are going to call app navigator basically. Let me close this. Hold on. App navigator. It's a single tag only. Okay, that's fine. And make sure where does this app navigator comes from means we have created a file, right? App navigator naming. We are simply calling inside navigation container. We are simply calling app navigator. So whatever the stack code will be in this folder only. Okay, that's it. No changes I did. Okay. Let me close this, and okay, before that, let's start the emulator. Npm start. If you are using expo means npx expo start. I'm using React Native CLR, right? So that's the npm start. That's it. Why I'm running the emulator means just to check everything was working fine. If it's everything like integrator fine, then our emulator works fine, or else it will throw an error like build failed issue. Okay, we'll see. So in this time, what I'm going to do, directly open this code, and okay, let me close this. Don't close this, I just minimize this. Okay, and this is how we are going to build the UI. Okay, and this whole data we are getting from the API only. Okay, my emulator is a bit slow. Let me close this, and yeah, right now it's running. In the meantime, let's add the stack code as well. So as usual, simply copy this stack line, import line, only the single line, paste it in app navigator, not in app navigator. Okay, don't get confused. Create native stack navigator. I have successfully this, and const stack equals create stack navigator basically. Okay, so this is the line you can copy from here also. I just simply wrote that, no issues. Inside navigation container, this is the single code, like this code, copy this stack navigator code and remove this all view tags and simply paste it here inside return. Okay, okay, it's already, it throwed an error. What went wrong? Could not compile, build failed. It will be not have a desired output. So let's check what was the error. What's the wrong we did. Simply open app dot in app level build dot gradle. Okay, let's remove this line and let's try. Let me click on enter and save it. Let's check if it's still throwing an error means we'll see. So we simply copied this code and paste in stack navigator. Okay, and we need to call our screens here, right? So in the meantime, I'm going to create a screens folder, home.js, sorry, home, inside home I'm going to create a file called home.js rnfvs. So whatever the home code will be storing in home folder only. Okay, if you want you can write these styles. Okay, it's still throwing an error. There is an issue with this particular line. So the app is working. The what I did changes means I'll tell you. So inside a build.gradle, like we have pasted icons thing, right? I only change instead of object, I just simply change it into array. Okay, that's it. That's the issue. And it's solved. Okay. And in app navigator, this is my entry point, right? Like after, okay, let me close this Android folder. And app.js, what we are calling app navigator. And inside app navigator, we have simply implemented stack navigator. And this is my screen name which I have created here, home.js. And this is the component here I'm calling. Make sure it has to import. Okay, otherwise it will throw an error. So, and let me create a splash screen as well. Splash, and inside splash screen I'm going to create a splash.js rnfes, same snippet. So right now these are the two screens which I'm creating. Later we'll create it more. So let me Control plus D, I just simply replicated that below. That's it. And let's call it as splash okay, hit enter. That's it. And to make it in bit order, I'm just simply toggling it to upside. What I did, I just simply cut that and I just simply pasted upside. That's it. And I don't want any header here, so what I'm going to do, there is a property called the screen options. Inside screen options, header shown false, so that it won't show any header. Okay. And one more thing, instead of I'll say initial route name will be splash, I'm going to name it as this screen. Whatever the name which I have passed, I'm telling it as splash. So whenever this app navigator calls, it's initially called the splash screen only. Okay, that's the thing. If you see right now, you can able to see splash screen, right? Perfect. Now let's reload this. Okay, now what I'm going to do, let me close this. Build.gradle also done and home also done. Now inside utils, I'm going to create a folder. Let's create a file only. Theme.js saying and export const my colors equals an object basically. Primary is a black color. I'll be saying 000 black, and secondary color will be FFF white. Okay, right now I'm taking these two colors only. Okay, and I'm exporting this so that I can able to use anywhere. Okay, in this project. So if let's check, is it exactly emulator working or not? Splash checking, I just simply typing some. You can able to see the changes here right now, right? Perfect. So few things we need right now. What are the things? Safe area view for sure, and image. I'm just simply importing from image, and from React we need a use effect basically. So whenever this it will render this screen, like whenever the screen calls, initially whatever the code in the use effect, it will run first. That's it. And inside here we'll get navigation as well. As a I'm doing directly navigation just to move from one screen to other screen. That's it. Now let's do styling part. style equals styles dot container. I'm going to name it as container, and let's write the styling to this. Container equals, it takes an object, background color will be my colors dot primary. Right now you cannot able to see this because it just took a text space only. We haven't tell that container to occupy the whole space. If I tell flex of 1 means it will occupy the whole space. Right now you can able to see this also, right? Okay. And one more thing, I don't want to show status bar in my splash screen. I just want to take that. So what I'm going to do, I'll say status bar import from the React Native, and first I'll call that status bar here, and I'll say background color to transparent, and hidden, it will take true, nothing but. See, right now you cannot able to see status bar, right now our whole screen was completely black. Okay, perfect. And one more thing, right now our text by default color is black, right? So that's why you're not able to see exactly. But if I pass, let's say inline style, just to show that our text is still there, color of white. See, perfect. Now let me remove this text also. I don't want. And let's pass styling, justify content of center, so that it has to be column wise center, and align items has to be center, so that row wise also center. That's it. Right now you cannot able to say anything because they haven't added anything. Let's take an image. Now right now my image source, basically we have to pass, and inside our image is to be URI. I'm going to get that image from the net only through. Okay, let's open browser quickly and open tab and search for Netflix icon. That's it. Simply click on images, any black color images, preferred one. Is there anything other? You can download also, but I am going with a net. Okay, so, okay, I'll go with this only image. Copy address. What I did, simply click on this one, mouse, right click, and simply click on image address. It will copy the URI, image address, and simply paste it here. See, right now you cannot able to see because for image, if it's from folder, it will take adjust automatic of width and height, but from the network it won't able to understand what was the exact width and height. So that's why I'm going to pass styles to this as well, image particularly. Style equals to styles dot logo. I'm going to naming it as logo only. Okay, let's say logo width of 100%, like I just want 100%, and height of 200. I'll say. See, right now our icon is too much big. Let's add some padding horizontal to main container, saying 20. I guess this much was looking fine, right? Okay, it's looking great. If you want, you can reduce also, it's up to you. Okay, let's pass 90%. In fact, okay, let me remove this padding, and let's do changes from here only. 80% width, 70, I guess 70 was, yeah, it's fine. So the thing is, I want to show this icon like this splash screen for 3 seconds. Later I just want to navigate directly to home screen. Okay, how can we do that? We can do it using use effect. Basically, this is the syntax, and I'm going to remove this input. Basically it's a dependency array, and set timeout, there's a in JavaScript there's a set timeout function, and we need to pass, I'm going to pass 3000 means 3 seconds. Okay, 3000 means 3000 milliseconds, but if you consider in seconds, 3000 means 3 seconds. Okay, like that. Now what I'm going to do here, navigation, where I'm getting this navigation from here. Okay, from Splash, how I'm getting means, if you see in app navigator, stack navigator, right, we've wrapped the whole thing in stack. Whatever the screens we call here, they can use navigation through as a pops kind of thing. Okay, navigation dot replace to which screen I want to go. I want to go to home screen. Where I'm getting this name means, I'm getting this name home exactly from here. Make sure the name has to be same. Okay, see, it just after 3 seconds directly call this screen. Okay, perfect. Now let's recheck again. Let me reload this screen. So initially Netflix screen, this splash screen called, after 3 seconds it directly navigated to home screen. Perfect. Our splash screen functionality was done. That's it. So yeah, that's all for this video. I hope you like this video, and if anyone haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.